This how-to video is going to be on how to set up device monitoring. So what that is, it's a service inside VT3000 that will report to you errors on devices. So if that device doesn't check in within the 45 minute to 55-minute time frame and turns red, this will actually send you an email that says, hey, this module hasn't checked in within the past hour. Yeah, or the other one is we can monitor for everything, so those calls as well as that possibly, hey, the configuration needs to be updated, or the firmware needs to be updated, or an SD card is bad, or your battery is low for battery powered call stations. In other words, just about anything that can happen in the system, those will show up. So we go to the VT3000 core software from the welcome page. And basically we want to be is under administration and system settings. So we select that here, use icons. Then when we go on the system settings page, we want to select global. And basically once we're on this global, we're going to scroll down here to system monitoring. And by default set up to do not monitor. So the other option you can select is this errors only. So that was the one where I was saying if it hasn't checked in, it's going to let you know that. And then the other one is everything. So any errors that happen anywhere, anytime, then you're going to get notification of those. You can't select the output here. So let's just say I want to send it to this guy's email address. So essentially, once you have that set up, you're going to hit save and exit. It's going to tell you need to restart the service. Actually, the unit, but you only need to restart the service. So under administration, you're going to select control panel or center, applications. You're going to select this VT3000 service. And then essentially you're just going to hit stop. And the service is going to stop. Give it about 5-10 seconds. Then hit start. And it should bring back up the square button. You can bring up a skull and crossbones. If it does, you can just hit this refresh button until it shows the square. So now what you can do is you can go to devices. And so for any of these PC-based modules, it's not going to give you any options. But so if I select this PSM, I can show right here that it's monitored, and I can leave it set to default. So that's going to go to that John Doe's email address, or I can change this one. Maybe I want this one to go to somebody else. So I can say, hey, send this to maintenance if this one goes. We can also deselect it so that it doesn't get monitored because it's going to include everything. This just gives you a little flexibility on each individual one to do something different. Then we can just hit that save and exit. And then maybe on your call station, we're just going to leave that to default. But as you can see, if I pick the PC module, there is no monitoring options because there's no real way to monitor the PC input monitor. It's going to be pulled up at any time on a web browser. So now what you would do, just so you can see kind of what it looks like, is if you go to device status under diagnostics right here, what you'll see now is this little eyeball means that it's being monitored. So these are those two that we set up to be monitored, need to be updated. That will conclude this how-to on how to set up device monitoring inside your system, and look forward to talking to you again.